What's up, fam? Hope everybody's doing fantastic out there. Today we are taking a look at a brand spanking new premium Kizer. Well, I'd say brand spanking new. It's been out for a little bit, but this is the Kizer Hawk. It says titanium and button lock, but it definitely isn't a button lock. So there's a little bit of mix up there on the packaging, but this one is the M390 variant, and that means it is the DLC version. Let's go ahead and take a look at the knife itself. We're going to break right into it here. So this is the newest premium offering from Kizer, or their latest release on that. I did get to play with this knife at Blade Show. I don't know what was changed on it from the prototypes, if anything, but I don't remember certain aspects of this knife, so we'll talk about that here in just a minute. But again, you're looking at an M390 blade. They say 60 to 62 on this, 3.41 inches on the blade, 7.98 overall, so damn near an 8-inch knife, 4.6 ounces, so pretty doggone light considering it is a full titanium frame lock, but you do see you got a lot of milling and some speed holes and things there. That personally I could do without. You know, I will talk about that again here in just a little bit. This particular version is $209. The S45 VN standard version is $170. It's done 60 to 62 as well on the S45. Currently, these are out of stock on Kizer's website at the time of filming this. I don't know if that will be changed by the time you see this video. I'm usually, I don't have a set schedule for what knife drops when. If I have a knife that I get more excited about, I'll put the video out first. So you guys will probably, whenever you guys see this, just check the links down below. Whatever is, if there's a website that has availability at the time of uploading the video, I'll put that first above my own link for Kizer. But if not, if there will always be the Kizer link down there for you guys to check out. Then of course, do your own research and see if they're available anywhere else at the time when you see the video. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this thing, get some close-ups of it, and then we'll talk about the knife in general. So you're looking at a contoured, chamfered titanium handle here with some micro milling and some speed holes that are, divoted out, dished out, whatever. Really big pivot with a pivot collar. Kind of harkens to the sheepdog in a way of how they did the sheepdog pivots. Definitely looks very similar to that. You do have some lanyard love, no lefty love, a kind of a chunky backspacer. I wish they didn't have this texturing on the backspacer. Takes away from, for me, it takes away from the premium feel of a knife when you have this. I guess, they want it there for texturing or whatever, but this kind of knife it's not necessary to have that. So I think that would do better with that being taken away. If I'll probably end up getting the S45 variant of this one. But if I do, whoever I have anodize it, I'll have them shave those off. Same thing with the flipper. The flipper would be going away too. Now on the back side here, you've got a really nice pocket clip. Pocket clip works very, very well. Tons of room in there, and it is pretty daggone deep carry. Single screw on the pocket clip, so it is inset into the handle. T8 hardware all the way around. This is what I wish they had on this side. I don't like that. I don't know why. I don't remember it being like this on the prototype, and it probably was. We're talking about, something from, what was it, June? It might even have been at Blade Show, Texas. I can't remember the first time I seen the Hawk. I don't remember when it was, but I do wish that it had this this scale on both sides. I guess it's kind of cool that it's different, but I like the micro milling here with the checkering there and then the plain tie there. I think that looks really interesting. I think it would have looked good on both sides of the knife. Definitely better than the speed holes. So go ahead and take a look at. Well, let's look at the flipper first. Typical Kizer jimping on the flipper. By that, it means it might as well not be there. Flipper works great though. Now this is their DLC finish, and this DLC looks like it's been through war. It's got some sort of staining on it or something of that nature. I don't know what the heck that is. Again, coming from the pass around. And then there is actually some scratching on it. So someone tested the hardness of this DLC, and it did scratch. So I guess that is something to be aware of. I don't know if it's just this particular knife or if there's something going on with Kizer's DLC, but this DLC definitely scratched, and I can tell you that the Militao DLC does not, or would not. I've personally tried to scratch that DLC, or I don't know, maybe somebody used something way, way harder than like a screwdriver bit or something like that on this, and scratched the shit out of it. But it definitely got scratched, and again, I don't know what the discoloration is there. It looks like little drops of something, but this side looks just fine. So we'll focus more on this side, minus my fingerprints. You can still see the satin grind lines underneath the DLC, which is really cool. There's your designer logo, Hawk M390. Again, I really like this blade shape. It's it kind of reminds me a little bit in a way of the Mini Therium, Mega Therium blade shape. It's definitely not the same, but it kind of gives me that reminder. And then it's beautiful, like the Hawk's eye there, cut out in the blade. Really nice flat grind. Plenty of cutting power behind this knife. Plunge grind is well, a little lazy, and it looks like it just goes straight into the knife. So there's going to be a little bit of sharpening room, maybe right to there. So you do have some sharpening room there. Not the worst I've seen, not the best by far. The actual sharpening on it, though, as per usual with Kizer, looks to be phenomenal. Perfect tip. Perfect lockup. So it is a inset liner lock into the titanium. Dead nut center. Now this one does use the Snap Echo system, or Snap Cho, or whatever they call it. So you can see there, it's not a detent ball. There we go. It is actually a detent post. So it gives you a really, really crispy detent, which is kind of funny because I've actually have stated for a long time that Kizer, when they get detents right, their detents are really crispy, even with a standard detent ball. So this one is, yeah, I guess they're all going to be like this with these knives. So yeah, so knife in general. Like I said, I don't like this design aspect of it. I would still buy one. I still plan on buying one. It does kind of feel okay when you got it in hand and your fingers just kind of lay right there in the spot. But I do wish that they had done this on both sides. I think that's a missed opportunity there. I think this would have looked really, really nice, and it would have added a little bit more of a high-end feel to the knife. To me, speed holes always kind of feel cheap. I had the same problem with, the Vision and pretty much any other knife that has speed holes. And I know there's going to be some exceptions out there, and if somebody blasts me in the comments, hey, at least I'm getting comments. But I do think that this would have looked really good, and then someone like Colin or any of the other endless customizers out there would have just absolutely went apeshit with this design on the show side, and just could absolutely make it look insane. I mean, they still could with this micromilling, and they could put different coloring down inside and all that. But I mean, I just think it's a bit of a miss. Same with the texturing on the back spacer there. Again, I do believe that was a bit of a miss there. But outside of that, I wish the flipper wasn't there. I don't think it's necessary. You've got a really great blade hole, and then the flipper, because of where you want to be when you disengage the lock, the flipper sometimes causes you to double clutch. So see right there, and because of this really strong detent ramp or detent post, you kind of have to. I mean, you can get past it if you just shake it, but again, once you get used to it, you need to come further down, and then it's fine. The action on this thing is phenomenal. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It is a phenomenal action on this knife. Without that flipper, you'd have a little bit of a choke up spot there. You could kind of sneak up on there. I do believe you could remove that flipper. Yeah, you could definitely remove that flipper and not inhibit the stop pin at all. It's a fantastic knife. It was one that it was this and the soon, or I guess it technically already has released on certain websites, but the Feeweed was the other one that I was really excited about. But this one was another one that I thought was really nice, and I thought would be a winner for Kizer, and I wasn't wrong. Again, I'm sorry it's sold out, but hopefully they come back very, very soon. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the hardware real quick. All these T8s. Kizer always does a phenomenal job. We've got just a little bit of wiggle there. Same on that one. It's almost exactly the same. No hardware on the show side. Yeah, again, it's a really nice knife. Ergonomically, it feels amazing. It feels really great in the hand. Like I said, like any contoured titanium with some micro milling is going to feel great in the hand. Love the handle shape. This is kind of what kind of drew me to it to begin with, was that handle shape. Felt really nice. So, but yeah, that's all I've got on this one, guys. I appreciate y'all for hanging in there. I appreciate each and every one of you. As always, please remember to be kind, be humble, and be EDC. Y'all take care.